welcome back to the Nerdy Booktube channel. And as you can see, today's video is a bit different. You're actually seeing way more of my room than usually, but today I'm doing the Do I Have This Book challenge, and I have all 20 prompts written here, and we're gonna go through them and into my shelves and into some books I have there because they were in my closet. And yeah, that's gonna be it. The Do I Have That Book challenge is a challenge with 20 questions, and it usually is timed, but I'm not gonna time myself. And well, I have all 20 questions written there in my notebook, and I have to find one book for each of those prompts. Question number 1 is, do I have a book with deckled edges? And I do. And it is my edition of Rainbow Rowell's Carry On. I'm gonna lower myself. Better yet, I'm gonna pull a chair. I'm so smart. Okay, so yes, I do have a book with deckled edges, and it is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. My edition, I'm not so sure if it is like something of this edition or if it was just a mistake that was made in my book, but it has deckled edges. Like, can you hear it? It's just like, yeah. Has deckled edges. I'm not going into the prompts of the books or the blurbs, but yeah, so that's one down. Question number 2 is, do I have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? And I think I do. Move over. I have Time Riders by Alex Scarrow, sorry. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3. Nice. 2 down. 3 is a story based on another fictional story, basically a retelling. And do like encyclopedias count, but they're not a fictional book, so okay, I'm considering this one a bust. My retellings, I have them all on Kindle, and I'm not counting my Kindle library, or else we would be here for a long time. Question number 4 is a title that is 10 letters long. I mean, in the middle of this, I must have some. On the freaking first try, are you kidding me? Okay, so this was not the book I was planning to go with. I was almost sure The Leopard by Joe Nesbo had 10 letters, but I was actually confirming if any of my Miss Peregrines had 10 letters. And guess what? A Map of Days by Ransom Riggs. This is book number 4 in the Miss Peregrine series. I haven't read them yet, so, but they're all there. As you can see, they're all there, really beautiful, and I really do want to go get them. So yeah, 10 letters. Next up, we have a title that starts and ends with the same letter, and I just need to find it. Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is book number 3 in the Illuminate Files series. It is a series I have... they have taken my heart by storm, okay? And I have read this month, and I do want to review the series. So yeah, it starts with an O and ends with an O. Question number 6 is a mass market paperback. And a mass market paperback is usually like film covers and everything. And I do have 2 that I can recall like on the top of my head. Oh, 3 apparently. Okay. So I have Divergent and Insurgent. They have the movie covers. Why, I can't exactly tell you. Maybe because I bought them in a book fair or something. Don't know. And the other book I was thinking about is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. This is one of the movie posters that was made. And those are I believe those are my only like mass paperbacks. I do have some where they have like dust jackets, which are the movie posters and whatever. I do have like A Fault in Our Stars with that, and I do have, I believe, Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse with those same dust jackets, but I do have the original, they do have the original covers underneath. Book down. Question number 7 is an author that writes with a pen name, and I'm gonna go with, well, I'm gonna go with one that it's really, really known, and that is, well, you're on top, so Cassandra Clare. Cassandra Clare is a pen name. I actually don't know her real name. It's kind of bad on my part, but yeah, I really don't know her real name. But yeah, it's a pen name, and as you can see, I have a whole section here, which is Shadowhunter, so I do have a lot of pen names. 8, a book that has the main character's name in the title. And can I be like super cliche? Harry Potter. There, and I am using for that one this it's not a mass paperback, it's just the 15 years edition, and I'm using this one to count it. It has the name of the main character in the cover, or in the title. Number 9 is a book that has 2 maps on it. And I think I do. I think I have 2 editions. I'm gonna try and find them both. Okay, I'm gonna consider this 2 maps because we have, this is the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. We have in the first few pages, they're both condensed in the same one, but you have like the part of the grounds and you have the main house, and then here you have the inside of the house. So I'm considering this to be 2 maps because this is like this, but inside it. So I am considering this for 2 maps. The other one I was thinking was Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I thought it had 2 maps. It doesn't. It's just basically one really enlarged map from where the action is going. Number 10 is a book that was turned into a TV show. And I do have Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard. I mean, everyone knows the show. This is a pretty huge series of books. I believe there's 13 of them or 14 of them. There's like really there's a huge collection. Okay, I have number 1 and number 3 because they didn't have number 2 at the time, and then I outgrew the series. So question number 11 is a book written by someone who was originally famous for something else, and I do. It's not like a very well, it's not like something you would think on the first like that, like Michelle Obama or something like that, but behind here. So behind here I have Train Like a Star by Nuno Neves, and it has like a prologue by Cristina Ferreira, and this is an exercise book, okay? So that's why I'm saying it's not like a real book. But Nuno Neves is a personal trainer, and he actually wrote this to give people some type of exercises to do around the house and to help get people in shape. And Cristina Ferreira is a TV hostess. So yeah, so it's basically like this. So I'm counting it. It's a book. It was written. So I'm counting it. Question number 12 is a book with a clock on the cover, and I think I do. I don't. I thought I did. Damn it. Okay, that one is another bust, I believe. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, neither of those has a clock on the cover. So the one I was thinking was Alice in Wonderland. I do have an edition that has both Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. And of course we have the rabbit, and I thought it had a clock on the cover. It doesn't. It must me. Question number 13 is a poetry book. And if you have seen some of my videos by now, you know I don't really like poetry at all. Like really at all. I may have some like in my brother's bedroom that were from school and everything, but I'm not counting them because they're not on my shelf per se. So that one's a bust, but I don't mind it being a bust because I don't really like poetry. So there's that. Question number 14 is a book with an award stamp on it, and I think, yep, here we go. The 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. You have the Hugo Award from 2016 right here. I haven't read this book. We have some different colored pages here. I'm interested. But yeah, I haven't read it yet. I got it because Reagan from Peruse Project was really hyping it up, and it was an amazing adult fantasy. And if anyone that liked fantasy would like to read more adult instead of so many YA, this was the one to go, and I got it, and look, it's paying itself off already. Question number 15 is a book with the same initials as you, and well, I can tell you right off the bat that I don't. My initials are SP, and I don't have anyone that's SP. I do have a lot of SS, and I do have some SK, but no SP. Question number 16 is a collection of short stories, and I do. Oh no, it doesn't count. Never mind. I'm going with Brothers Grimm Fairy Tales. It's a collection of fairy tales. This is the Collins Classics edition, and I do have the hello sheet of paper. This is a collection of the classic fairy tales written by the Brothers Grimm. I do have to say, if you have a child, do not read this to them. Please don't. Some of these are like so freaking harsh and really gory, to be honest. And I was really shocked when I started reading this. I read a few and then I put it back. But yeah, so please don't. Question number 17 is a book that's between 500 and 510 pages. I think I do. To be honest, I think I do. You're basically seeing me destroy my shelves. It's fine. I'll put it back later. But The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is 508 pages long, including the author's note at the end. So it's 506 pages in total. It's between those. It's good. This is actually something I read in the summer. It was not something I I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was something that it didn't live up to the hype for me. So that there's always that. Question number 18 is a book that was turned into a movie, and I do have a pretty good solution for that, which is Aragorn by Christopher Paolin. This was the only book in the series, I believe, that was turned into a movie, and it's about a dragon, and well, it's about a boy who finds a dragon egg and it bounds with a dragon. To be honest, I haven't read the series. I think I got like 100 pages into this and I was like, ugh, I give up. I do want to try and read it though. So if you guys want to do a buddy read where we read this, please let me know down in the comments. Question number 19 is a graphic novel, and I'm actually going to count mangas for this one. And hello, I have a whole selection here. Let me pull them out. Okay, so I have 4 mangas in my shelves. These are my only physical mangas, and I have Vampire Knight by Matsuri Hino, Volume 1. I have Death Note by Tsugumi Oba, Volume 1. I have Lament of the Lamb by Ki Tome, Volume 1. And I have Lady Snowblood by Kazuo Koike, The Deep-Seated Grudge, Part 1, Volume 1. So, what can I tell you about these? They all follow except this one. This one is a very basic story. We're following a guy and the girl who are in a private school, and you have 2 classes, one night class and one day class, but the night classes are all vampires. So yeah, it's a really easy to follow story. These 3, however, I am putting some warnings on them. Death Note is obviously following some deaths, and I do believe it has some gore. I haven't read it in a long time, and I haven't read the whole series, but I do kind of remember there was some gore in this, and some mentions of death and suicide and accidents and whatever, so be warned if you're going into this. Lament of the Lamb is an abandonment story, I believe. We're following a girl, she has nightmares, and then she meets a guy, and like, it's kind of stalkerish. It's really, really creepy. I really, really like it, and the cover is beautiful. But I do want to read the whole thing. I may read it on my phone, if I can find it. We'll see, but I really like it. Now, this baby, if you're thinking of reading this, let me just tell you a few warnings, okay? There's nudity, there's sexual abuse, there's slavery, there's human traffic, there's I've said sexual abuse, right? There's violence, there's gore, there's some very, very, very explicit stuff. I mean, very, very, very explicit stuff. So if you're not fine with all of that, please leave Lady Snowblood, like, somewhere else, okay? It even says here, like, parental advisor, so it really is not for children. It's for really grown-ups, and only if you feel comfortable with some sort of stuff. Basically, she is like she's an Avenger, okay? She is an assassin, and she goes and dismantles trafficking schemes. And I know we're following her in the beginning, and she finds a brothel, I believe, and she passes as a hooker to find the headmasters of the whole thing, and then she kills them all. But until we get there, we see a lot of boobies, we see a lot of people chopped up in pieces, we see a lot of explicit actions. So please do beware if you're planning to go into this. Please, 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 please be careful. Question number 20, and the final question, is a book written by 2 or more authors, and of course I have that. I mean, Hello! Illuminate by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. There's 2 authors. This is book number 1 in the Illuminate files, and this one is actually in Portuguese, while the other one was written in English. God. As I was saying, this book is a very bulky edition, okay? We're following 2 people, Katie and Ezra. They are... They were attacked, and then they go into a spaceship, and then they have to run, and we're following all that while a crazy AI goes crazy. That's basically it. And that has been all for my Do I Have That Book challenge. Appreciate my destroyed shelves. I'm gonna clean them up right now, okay? But yeah, if you guys want me to do more challenges, just hit me up down below. Tell me what you wanted me to do, some tags and everything. And if you're a fellow booktuber, hi, how are you? If you want to do this tag, please consider yourself tagged, okay? I wasn't tagged to do this, but I saw Christine's video this morning, and I thought it was really, really fun. And so I thought, I have most of them, why not? And that's basically it. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up and click the red button down below to subscribe and know when the hell I post. Usually it's on Thursdays, okay? And I know I said that I was gonna post 2 times a week. I can't. I literally can't. It's completely impossible. I work and I study. I am taking a chemical and biochemical engineering master's degree. So it's a bunch of work, and I do work in 2 places, and I'm taking some formations, whatever. You don't need to know about all that, but it's just completely impossible for me on my schedule to post 2 times a week. Sometimes it may happen, sometimes it may not, more often not than it will. But yeah, also ring the bell so you know when the hell I post, because I don't have like a specific time. I know it's on Thursdays, but I don't know a specific time. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!